Hello and welcome to this video where I'll go over how to create custom pricing for company customers in Sitecore OrderCloud. In this video we'll discuss how to define your buyer customer companies and how you can provide certain companies with better pricing on products. A common scenario would be having anonymous or standard customers who receive the standard pricing for a product. Then you have a logged in buyer user assigned to a company, which maybe you define as a large volume customer, and you want to offer that company or the customers in that company a better pricing on your products. Let's say like you want to offer a 10% discount. So then we have to set up certain price schedules and we have to link all this together with the company. So what we're going to do is we're going to check out how we can do this in Sitecore OrderCloud. And so yeah, this is just some basic overview where we have the anonymous, we have the logged in user, which is connected to a company, and for the product, the basketball here in this case, the anonymous user will see the default price schedule, which is $5.99, and the logged in user, which is to the test company, will see, yeah, for instance I named it the platinum price schedule, but yeah, so they should see a lower price for this product just based on them logged in and verified to be associated with that company. So here I have the OrderCloud portal, and I have a seeded marketplace that I got when I set up my Vercel commerce through the Sitecore guide. There's a link in the description to that Sitecore YouTube video if you want to set up your own Vercel commerce setup like I've done here. So I'll be using this as my my context for this guide. Okay, so what we need to do first is to create a buyer. We go here to buyers and create new buyer, and what we see here is that if I don't fill in the default catalog ID, there will create a new one for this buyer, but I want this buyer to have access to my standard catalog. So let me just get that ID by getting the catalog, and it's here. I take this ID, we go back up to buyers, create a new buyer, put in this one, and the name should be just test company, and yeah, it needs to be active, so we hit send. Our next step now is to set up a user. So we go down here to users and we create a new user, and we want to insert the buyer ID of this new test company, and we want to set this as active, and we want to give some username. I'm just going to give it fill in some required information here at testcompany.com. Yeah, that should be fine. So we post this, and we've created our new user that's connected to this company or this buyer. Then we want to set up a security profile. If you have, well, you have to set up one if you haven't one already, but yeah, we can check our security profiles. I've already created one for a logged in shopper. I also have one for anonymous shopper. So if we look at this logged in shopper, we can see I've just assigned some standard roles here for a buyer and giving it a name. Yeah, that's it. And then we have to assign this security profile to our buyer or our company. So then you want to disable the enhanced UI like this, and you get the normal interface here. And we want to change this to a post, create or update a security profile assignment. And here we want to set in the ID of the security profile, which I need to get here. So the logged in shopper, I take this ID, go back here. So now I have the security profile ID. I need the buyer ID, which I will find here, company ID, and yeah, so then we connect the security profile to this buyer. Okay, and we just click send. We got a 204, so it's fine. We've done that assignment now. Now we should have a new company, a user tied to that company, and set the roles for that company and its users with this security profile. We will see there are new roles assigned to that company or that users. So we can see here when I check the users in that company, we can see the available roles has been filled with an array here, and this is the roles or that we have set on the security profile. So next we need to set them product and price schedules. I'm going to start with setting up the price schedules, just so I don't have to jump back and forth all the time. But yeah, we create a new price schedule. We give it a name. I'm going to name it the basketball standard. And I set the quantity break on 1 for $5.99. Yeah, that should be fine. We can hit send. And we want to do one more for the company, the test company. So it could either be that this is a price schedule for a specific company, or it could be like, yeah, maybe you want to call it a platinum price schedule or something. But yeah, for this purpose, I'm going to call it the price schedule for test company. And the price here, let's just change to $3.99. And we hit send. Now we have 2 price schedules with different prices. What we need to do now is create the product. So we go here, we create a new product. I'm going to call it a basketball. And it's an amazing basketball. The default price schedule ID, I would like to set it to the one for $5.99 that we call basketball standard. So we take this ID and we set it in here. So we have the default price schedule ID. Don't forget to put it as active. And yeah, that should be it, I think. Yeah, so we just hit send. So now we have a product, a basketball. We have a default price schedule, and we have the ID. And yeah, it's active. Don't forget that. So now, before we make a price schedule assignment, we need to assign our new product to a catalog. Otherwise, we will get an exception. So I'll just go over here to catalogs and change to this endpoint, post create or update a catalog product assignment. And we put in our product ID, and we need the ID from the catalog, and we hit send. And yeah, now we've created a connection for the product and the catalog. And yeah, in this case I only have one catalog ID, but otherwise you would need to make the assignment to the correct catalog ID that you have for your buyer company. So yeah, but now we want to make price schedule assignment with the product ID and our buyer ID, and this can be done in products by going down here to create or update product assignments. So we need our ID for the product, we need our buyer ID, which I have here, and we need our price schedule ID, which I should have here. Yes. Okay, so I take this one, we go back to products, put in the price schedule ID, the one for 399, and I need the buyer ID, which I can get here, and the product ID, which I get here. Okay, so now we have two price schedules on the product. One is the default price schedule, which we set to the $5.99, and now we also made the link or the assignment for the other price schedule, but it is connected to a buyer. So when a specific buyer or this buyer gets this product, OrderCloud will check for the most beneficial price that I can get, and if it is this price schedule, this price will be shown. But yeah, so let's just review what we've done so far. We've set up a buyer, we have set up a user, we set up a security profile, we created price schedules, we created a product, and we assigned the product to a catalog, which the buyer company has access to, and we assign the price schedule. Okay, so let's see this in action. So we go down to my products, and first I need to change my user context. So I change to the buyer, and let's check the anonymous shopper. So then I search, and we can see that I get my basketball for $5.99 on the standard price schedule. And if we change our user context to this one for the test company, we get the other price schedule for $3.99, the basketball test company. So yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, this is just showcasing how you can do it from the portal in OrderCloud in the API console. Yeah, and thank you for watching this video, and you can find me on my blog, LinkedIn, Twitter, or YouTube. So thank you again for watching. Bye.